Welcome to the Knowledge Find IT Viewers. Today we are going to learn a trending tech topic, that is Google BARD. Now all of our daily use, they are using the Google BARD as a representative of using ChatGPT. Let's see what is Google BARD. The Google BARD is an AI powered chatbot, which means it is based on artificial intelligence. It is designed by the Google company, that is the famous company. Through this application, we can make the human conversation using the natural language processing. Comes under the machine learning category. In addition to this Google BARD is implemented under the Google search. And also it is integrated with several websites, so we can easily message and we can easily access through any of the application to provide realistic. And in this Google BARD, the technology that used is language response, which means natural language responses. The user can input the questions under the Google BARD discussion. The Google BARD will analyze the question with the natural language processing methodology. Then the user will get the results according to the inputs that given from the user. So that is the Google BARD. It is the chatbot. Then we see when it was introduced. Actually, it was introduced in February 6, 2023. It was initially introduced, which means there are few release has commenced. And also many believe that Google felt the pressures of ChatGPT success, which means that is the positive press. Under this pressure, they decided to make the application under the Google search. So the CEO of the Google company is Sundar Pichai. So he conducted the live demo in February 6, 2023 for the Google BARD. Then on March 21st, 2023, the Google started opening access to BARD. And in May 10th, 2023, Google removed all of the waitlist and made BARD available to all of the countries, which means it includes 180 countries. Then only after the May 10th only, all of the countries included 180 countries only access this Google BARD under the Google search. So that is the story how the Google BARD introduced in all countries. Then let me see why Google introduced this Google BARD feature. Actually, the real story to become the Google BARD or the Google search is after ChatGPT's arrival, Google get the little bit of panic because the Google released the BARD after a while successful launch of OpenAI, that is the ChatGPT, which is create the perception that Google was falling behind technology. That's why they felt to create under their forum. That's why they introduced the Google BARD. So under the Google search, they decided to implement this functionality. Then let me see how Google BARD works. As I already mentioned, the Google BARD is also using the AI-based technology. It uses the natural language. Under the natural language category, it is functioning under the large language model. So it is learned from the huge of volumes of data, and according to that, only the data will be classified and studied After the processing, then generate the answers according to the user's inputs. That is the functions of the large language model. And another thing is, and just a person who masters a language can guess what might come next in a sentence or a paragraph. That is the plus or feature of the large language model. And also, this large language model, it is customized for a unique use cases, including some techniques like fine tuning or promote tuning, which is the process of feeding the model small bits of data to focus on to train it for a specific application. So, according to that, which means the large language model, we can call this as LLM. According to that only, they build the Google Bard. Let me start the demo. How to navigate to the Google Bard and what are the features are available in the Google Bard. Let me see. I'm eager to present to you. Let me move to the demonstration. Actually, the Google Bard is available in any of the web browser, which means we can access this Google Bard under the Safari or Google Chrome or Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge or any Mozilla Firefox or Opera or any of the web browser. We can use this platform. But the one thing we need to concern, that is the search engine should be Google, because it is introduced by the Google search engine. So we need to set the search engine as Google. Then only we can navigate to the Google Bar. I'm going to search under the Google search Google Bar. And here you need to select the first link, Meet BARD Google. And here you need to select the try BARD. Then there's the terms and condition. You need to click on I agree. Then only you can create your account. If you have the Google account, you can sign in through the Google account. So the mandatory thing is you need to have the Google account. And here, this is the interface of the Google Bard after the successful login. You can see this UI. And here there are some few options. This is the menu option. And here, the thing that is, if you want to change the theme of your UI, you can change to the dark theme and the day theme. If you want to set to dark theme, you need to click on the use dark theme. Then the theme will be changed into the dark mode. If you want to change this theme to light mode, you need to click again this button, which is the use light theme. Then the theme will be returned to the light theme. So in this manner, you can change your theme as your preference. And another thing is, actually it is like a chat forum because it is a chat board. Here this is the forum. You can type any of the questions and just you need to click on the enter button, and you can also use the microphone to enter the text. So that those are the options. Let me see. And here I'm starting with a mathematics question. I'm going to type calculate 450 plus 650. So this is the question I'm going to enter. I need to press. You can press enter upon your keyboard, or you can click on the submit button. I entered the question. The answer is visible. This is the answer. Here, this is the option. if you satisfy with the answer that provided from the Google, but you can put good response. If you are not satisfied with the answer that provided by the Google, but you can select the bad response. And here this is another option, that is export response here, which means if you want to download this answer under any of the document, you can choose. And under the export response, there are two options. One is export to docs. You can export the answer to the document, and another thing is draft in Gmail. You can draft the answers under the Gmail. So first I'll start with export to docs. When I click the export to docs, you can see the document has been created. Now I'm going to open the document. Here there is a new tab that is opening, which is the Google Docs. Here you can see the answer that you got from the Google BARD is generated in the document, which means you can easily create your assignments without any cut or copy paste from the Google BARD. So that is the easy thing. And another thing, if you want to draft your answers under the email, you can select the draft in Gmail. Here, new email created pop-up display. Here I'm going to select the open Gmail. There is another tab is opening, that is the Gmail is opening, and here the answer that we got from the Google BARD is generated under the Gmail draft. It is easy to send the email when we are getting the help from the Google BARD and type the email. We need to cut or copy the content from the Google BARD and we need to paste under the Gmail. So it reduces the time to do that part. We can easily forward our answers to the Gmail. So that is another thing. And here I'm going to write a question, that is write an email. I am sick. I am Nilu. Ask 2 days leave. So this is the content. I asked the Google BARD to write an email. Here I just entered my question. The email is generated within a second. Yes, I got the Gmail. If I want to put this content onto the Gmail, I want to send this email to my manager. So just click on the export response and draft in Gmail and show my mail is drafting. I am going to open my email. And here you can easily change. You can put this under the subject, cut and put it under the subject. And here the only thing is you need to change the manager's name and your name, and here you need to enter the recipient. So the thing that is, you can reduce the time to type or copy paste the content from the Google BARD. That is the thing. And if you're a developer or a coder, sometimes you need to clarify the code. So I'm going to enter the code, which means write code of Java prime number. I just type yes. Here I got the coding for the prime number under the Java language. Here under the code you will observe the explanation of the coding that provided in the coding area. And here under the explanation you can find the sources. Those sources are the references. According to the references, the Google BARD created this code. So if you are writing the assignment, you need to put the code and you need to write the reference for your assignment. So you can get the sources that you referred under the sources section also. That is the great thing. So, and another thing, if you want to Google it more, you can press the related searches. So, I click on the Google it, and here there are few suggestions. Java prime number, what is the prime in Java? So, I'm selecting this one, and here you can easily search. So, that is the great thing. And those features are not available in ChatGPT, which means the sources are not given in the ChatGPT, and also there is no option to export in document or draft in email. So those facilities are not in the ChatGPT. Let me compare and contrast both ChatGPT and the Google BARD under the playlist which called the ChatGPT. So another thing that I want to tell is if you want to translate any of the paragraph, I'm just copy this and I want to translate this to English. So I'm typing translate this para to English to Tamil because this is in English. I want to translate to Tamil. So let's wait. Yes, I got the result. As an LLM, I'm trained to understand and respond only a subset of language at a time. Can't provide assistance for a current list supported language. So the negative or a minus point of the Google BARD in the current moment is we cannot translate any of the language to any other language. So that is the problem. We couldn't translate. For this purpose, we can use the Google Translate, but the Google Translate does not integrate with Google BARD. So that is the thing. So let me wait and get the release and those integration of the Google Translator in the upcoming release. But under the new release or current release of the Google BARD, there is no option for a translation. So that is the bad thing. But under the ChatGPT, we can do this thing. We can translate it from any of the languages. So let me discuss those things under the another video. So that is the thing. And here, if you want to reset your chat, you need to click on the reset. The chat will be deleted, and you can observe the bad activity. And under your Google history, you can observe this. And another thing is you can use the fast ask questions forum and you can click on the update section and you can find the current release and the in detail history of the releases or a summary of the releases. And if you want to log out your account, you can sign out. That's the option to sign. And another thing is, if you want to use the microphone, you can use it. I'm going to speak, enter the correct name of word, and here you can observe you don't need to type the word. You can use this microphone and tell something. You can tell the question orally, and you just need to submit your questions by clicking the submit button or enter or click on the enter key under your keyboard. Then the answer will be generated according to your oral question. So that's the another thing. So in this video, I hope you will learn more about Google BARD and little bit of idea you will have how the ChatGPT and how the Google BARD. But in the upcoming video under the playlist name is ChatGPT. Let me see the differences and the similarities between the ChatGPT and Google BARD. So let me meet in another video. Thank you. Bye.